Welcome, Leo, to Finally Found Tarot 1111. Today we're doing your weekly spread from the 5th to the 11th of August, 2021. This will be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Leo. Please take the messages that resonate with you, claim them for yourself. Toss the universe what does not. It's not meant for you, and that's okay. Check out the Moon, Rising, and Venus placements and the videos that correspond with that to get some more intuitive guidance. If you don't find it here, remember time and energy is fluid, so whenever you're directed to this video, it's the right time for you. That being said, I'm going to use the same ball here to balance your energies and bring them into the reading. As I do so, I ask you to take a deep breath in and exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. I'll set your intentions for the reading and kind of bring them in, balance your mood as well. Okay, and now if you're new or returning to the channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have all of you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for the likes, shares, and subscriptions. It truly means so much to me to see the channel grow. So thank you very much. All right, Liam. Peace, love, health, and wealth this week. So be it. Alright. Okay, jumping right in, Leo. We have the 8 of Swords. It is upright, so this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This 8 of Swords upright definitely is the starting of it's speaking to the bonds that we kind of find ourselves in. For which we choose not to break free, you might be stuck in maybe a job or a relationship here that isn't working, but the fear of failure or of loneliness is kind of keeping you bound, which it does is in many terms. For many of us, right, we get in a stagnant situation, can't see a way out, so we just keep going, because sometimes, you know, where we are is you know, less hard than what the future has, because the future is unknown. Okay, but the mind can only learn here to set itself free once it's overcome the fear it feels inside, right? Once you overcome the fear of the unknown, you're going to often wonder why you didn't do it in the first place, right? Decisions are very difficult to make at this time. You might feel like you owe loyalties to many different parties and can't decide which one to favor at this time. You might also be trapped in a loop of logic within yourself and require some external help to get you out. A new perspective, or at least a different one, is going to help you right now. Take some time out to reflect on your situation, Leo, and then make some, decisions afterwards. We do have the Queen of Swords now. It is upright. So again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, strong Gemini presence here, Leo. So this Queen of Swords upright to me is an indication that this is a charming, intelligent, logical individual. So this could be the energy that you're possessing right now. But this is advising you to use your logic and your cool wit here and perception to deal with these difficult situations, okay? In relationships, this is urging you right now to explore the romancing of the mind instead of the romancing of the heart, okay? Clever games, mentally stimulating activities, and conversation with your partner is going to be encouraged. Some deep, meaningful conversation about what you guys really want in this relationship, what your expectations of each individual in this relationship are, and how you guys are going to go about getting them, okay? Now you have the Queen of Wands, double queens right out here. Now this is your energy, Leo. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Now this is going to represent a little bit of that different energy with this, Queen of Wands, both upright here. So this is that energy of that warmth. You're having that dual-sided energy where, maybe this is your partner, but for some of you, I think that this is you representing both sides of the coin here, where you're kind of represents that benevolence in the form of charity and care. You're really showing, your passionate, extreme side to your partner in some ways. You're going to remember that support is found when it's needed here for you, Leo. Help's only a phone call away. Relationships are going to blossom under this, umbrella of nurturing love energy that is happening for you. So the decisions you made are turning into some, positive ones. Now we have the King of Cups, which is now water. You're going from fire to water energy. Now this is a king and queen in any suit in the reading are talking about a true twin flame energy. But the King of Cups is, like I said, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This King of Cups is a very logical, intelligent, witty kind of mind. Emotionally driven, though, I will say that. So with that energy being, strong there, I would say that this is advising you right now that you're going to use your high intuition. It's going to be a highly intuitive time for you, Leo, that's going to kind of burst some creative energies through you. But this is using some unconventional approaches and when you're dealing with people and tasks. Creative solutions, imaginative ways of resolving issues are going to happen faster than expected. and produce really unexpected results for you. When making decisions, this is urging you to go with your gut feeling or listening to your inner voice for guidance. In relationships, sexual pleasure will be reached through kind of engaging the heart. Romance, gestures of love, and evocative kind of lovemaking are going to heighten the bond between the partners here. It's going to be a spicy sexual time for you there, Leo. And now we have the Nine of Wands, so back in your energy, Leo, with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, upright again. So you're definitely in this mode of like back and forthness, but this is urging you here to fight on, even though you're gonna feel like you've been beaten down in some regards. Once again, it's asking you to draw on that strength and power you have within to carry you on till the end. It suggests that your efforts are not in vain and that your reward's not far off here. In terms of these difficult situations, this is advising you to fight on once again and draw on whatever resources you have left here. Difficulties might continue to dog your path, but your efforts will carry you through. The good will prevail. You're going to start to see positive outcomes here. And I have the Two of Pentacles, the only energy that we were kind of missing at this point was Earth. Now we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here with this Two of Pentacles. This signifies the ability to balance and juggle, like I said, the many aspects of your life, both sides of the coin that I said, the work, the play, the family, the leisure. They're going to start to move sort of seamlessly. You're finding that happy balance there. It has its ups and downs here, but don't push yourself too far in those endless juggles of life, though, Leo. Make sure you're creating a balance that also has some time for rest and relaxation here. This is highlighting that dual nature, like I said, that have to be dealt with in any given situation. Like those two sides of a coin, this is implying that both sides or parties need to kind of be acknowledged, addressed, and managed. And in life situations and financial situations, you might find yourself going up in the world one week and sliding down the other. It's going to be like a game of snakes and ladders for a little bit. So, remember to embrace the ladders and embrace the fall, ups and downs, right? So this is material and spiritual prosperity. It's in the physical. This is card 6. So this is in the right now happening for you energy. So I like this because, well, you're going to have a little bit of material and spirit. You're going to go through both. You're going to have this time. Now, the number 6 kind of represents that peaceful, tranquil time when your problems are actually starting to seem to disappear here. A sudden bonus, maybe even a pay raise is going to happen for you. But whatever this is, it could be expected or arrive out of the blue for you here. This is also signifying a group that's worked very hard. Maybe you're part of that group that's to strive for a common goal. This is showing success in that, okay? And you're going to actually, be able to see your achievements paying off. This is a time of prosperity and balance and harmony in this physical and spiritual existence, okay? It's showing you that the practice of giving and receiving will bring you more, true riches, okay? Look into your life and see where you can spread spiritual and physical wealth. Is there a person, maybe a favorite charity that you could give some time to if you have it? And make sure you're always putting out with gratitude, giving and receiving. It makes you feel good, okay? Now you have the Truth card 20. This is Judgment in traditional tarot, my dears. So this is, you're out. Whether you want to or not, you're making some choices, okay? And when we don't want to, the universe kind of has a way of making them for us sometimes. So this is that spiritual awakening, that clarity, the revelation of truth that's coming to you. At times, it's that wake-up call, I feel like, that's coming for you. To get your attention, to show how far you need to go. You've been kind of stagnant. This is that, hello, Leo, we're over here. You need to pay attention. You need to do something right now in your life that's different. The path that you're on isn't meant for you. For most of you, I feel like this is coming forth to do just that, okay? So the evaluation of the past, along with the lessons that you've learned or still need to understand here, must be at the top of your priority list. Doing so is going to enable you to forgive, accept, and heal so you can move forward in a balanced spiritual mindset, right? The Truth card kind of reminds you that a significant change must be made in that area of your life, okay? But don't make any hasty decisions. Take your time. For any choices or alterations must be weighed and evaluated with the most careful and wisest of judgments, because whatever steps you take now are going to have far-reaching consequences, Leo, more than you're ever going to realize. So using the power within you to make these good decisions, the power of the universe, you're going to come to see this awareness, this clarity, okay, and you're going to shift that awareness. What was once not obvious is going to be realized and understood. What was hidden is now coming to light. Be honest with yourself and trust what you know to be true and nothing else, okay? And now you have emotional loss. So when you come through that truth time, you're going to have some emotional loss, a heartbreak for some of you. Um, and it's never really going to feel, terrific. It comes forth when you're going to be experiencing that grieving or that loss of someone or something that you were emotionally attached to. But you need to honor your feelings. Only by healing and loving yourself and by letting go of the past can you continue on your journey, okay? And the suffering associated with this loss delivers profound wisdom and knowledge for your soul. The unique gifts, talents, and abilities, as well as your joys and your sorrow, will not only make up who you really are, but better yet, who you're going to become, right? The painful experiences of life are equally valuable as the joyous ones, okay? So focus on that positive energy and on the good in your life and what you're grateful for, okay? Use that healing energy in this way and try not to focus on what you've lost. For new beginnings and happiness are just around the corner if you embrace them, my dears. And now you suffering and silence. That's what's going on for you in this mental border. You're in suffering and silence for far too long, Leo. You've taken this emotional loss and you've amplified it into much more than it needed to be for some of you. Which I understand. We sometimes do. We get hurt so bad that it stings and it clings to us for some time, but this is denoting a completion of that. You're finally ready to let go of those limiting negative beliefs. Maybe you're allowing the issues in your life to become bigger than they really are, and this is completion of that. Your mind's been doing a big job on you lately, Leo, and even your dreams are trying to get your attention here. But when you learn to let go of the worry, the despair, and the hopelessness, a positive new path is lightened for you, okay? This card follows the number 8 trapped in fear card, so when your fears aren't confronted with your mental anguish, will continue, and that's what brings you here. This is a reminder to take action and trust that your soul and the power of spirit will grasp you firmly by the hand and guide you. But you must first take that step toward the healing and letting go of that mental distress. Don't suffer in silence. Reach out for the help that's available to you, and you're going to see, there you have fertility, prosperity. This is the Empress. You're going to see some fertile abundance coming in for you. This is positive energy on the horizon. It's basically everything that you've worked for. Manifestation, growth is on the horizon. You're that creator of the seeds that you're planting, whether they're happiness, comfort, or abundance, prosperity, family, children, whatever it is. They're now ready to give birth into your world. Be patient as you watch your seeds take root and grow. Nurture them, and they're going to become strong and healthy. For some of you, this could imply as well that you're going to be getting pregnant. But whatever that is, this is a very strong, fertile energy for you. So I think it's a positive energy to embrace. Now we have the Hierophant in reverse. This is Taurus energy. So this Hierophant in reverse is that, maybe that teacher or leader who's kind of power trips or disrupting your communications here and your communities. Maybe there's something that's got you, there's somebody in your life that represents a teaching authority that's on a power trip. More generally, this could show wrong directions here, that I think that you need to withdraw and choose another option. The path that you're on was not right for you, and you're starting to see that now. And now you have the Moon card, which is Pisces energy. This is upright. This is that time of illusions being offered to you. You're starting to see what it is that is been hiding in that the realm for you. This is, you're feeling a little bit confused, delusioned, or disillusioned and disappointed. Emotions are definitely high, and you sense that need for a decision, which feels like a great risk, okay? Vulnerable as you are, Leo, ask your intuition to guide you forward and discern what is a real option and what could be a fantasy here for you. When you do this, you discover your true path and you work and the work you're meant to do, okay? So you're starting, again, to see the path that you're truly meant for, and then you have the Three of Cups, which is joy, celebration, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, positive stuff. You're finally getting into that realm of understanding that you have this time and this need for socializing and getting out there, and especially with restrictions weighing down, maybe you're starting to see family and friends, starting to socialize a little bit more, feeling that love. You're emotionally replenished and you're re-energized here. Such is that vivacity of this 3. You're going to indulge in some lighthearted flirting here, possibly after you're starting to come back into the game for some of you. And then we have the 5 of Swords, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So when this 5 of Swords is up, it's really, for me, I feel like, it's, the 5 is showing a loss here, and even humiliation in a war of words, okay? There's an edge of cruelty here. Maybe your opponent is taking a little bit of pleasure in this defeat. The card can signify fighting the institutions within families, at work, or within other group situations, rather than one-to-one combat, okay? It's clear that this battle is not worth continuing, so withdraw now with dignity rather than suffer more harsh treatment. Don't keep putting yourself out there just to prove a point. If someone is completely just demolishing you in every sense of the form, back up. There's no need to fight that battle that isn't, going to be won here. Pegasus transcending, that's what you're doing. 28, you're starting to transcend. You're starting to understand that what you've been fighting for in some terms is just not really worth it anymore, and that you have better energies put somewhere else, and it's going to offer better, abundance for you. History is kind of, it's always talking about the myths and legends of that Pegasus, right? This is a powerful transformation that's at hand here. Great things are possible in your life, Leo. Prepare yourself to fly high above this adversity. This is energy that, step away from the drama and the emotional manipulation of others, okay? Because that's what's important. Focus on the incredible creativity, vitality, and spiritual awakening that's within yourself. You're on that pilgrimage of the soul right now. It's time to transcend the weight of the earthly burdens. Fly over the situations and see them from a higher perspective, okay? When you remember that you've come from spirit and you're, eternal, challenging situations will resolve. A profound transformation is at hand for you. So embrace it. And I looked at the clock. It was 16:16, by the way. So moonlight enchantment here, magic. This is card 25 for you, and you've had that moon already. So the new moon coming here, I think right quick, is going to have some very powerful energies and emotions running within you. It's the veil between the worlds is very thin at that moment, right? So all might not be as it seems, but the protective light of the moon is kind of surrounding you. The light of the moon shows you the way, reminding you to trust what you feel, okay? You're safe. Even if you can't see, have faith that you're being supported in mysterious and wondrous ways by unforeseen things and beings in accordance with your highest good. Believe in magic. You're being given powerful mystical messages, okay? Take time and listen to them. When you receive these messages, you're a spiritual messenger for others. Emanate them. Share your experience. Share your journey with others. Be spirit. Prosperity is coming for you, my dears. This is card 5, and this is your third 5 in this reading. So it could be a profound number, so check out that this week. Maybe that's your lucky number for some of you. But this is a wonderful sign that abundance, that sweet energy is coming for life, the nectar that the bee brings. If you've been so busy with nothing to show for all your work energy, decide what's most important and take steps in those directions. Focus on where you want to put your honey, essentially. Throughout history, bees that have that and their productivity are admired because they bring us honey, which is associated with that sweetness of life, right? That nourishment and wealth. Honey is also associated with gold in many legends. The message bee spirit brings is that with diligent work, you're going to gain gold here. The sweet abundance of the universe is starting to flow into your life. However, you need to take action and perhaps join with others to align with the frequency of your dreams. Believe that you deserve and your goal will unfold, okay? You have to believe you're here to get what you want, okay? And now, Eagle Spirit Freedom, card 13 here for you. There was supposed to be 3 cards out, but this is the 4th one that did come out for you, Leo. So it was important, and then when I seen it, it was the Freedom card, and I thought, well, this is very much important, but this is indicating a time to break free and let your spirit fly. Be daring as you go beyond predictable behavior. This is appearing when you have to let life or others restrict your freedom, okay? This has happened for far too long, okay? Recognizing that this is the first step to reclaiming your power. Don't allow yourself to be trapped by convention or the expectations of others, okay? The truth is that we aren't here on this earth to be ordinary, but to step beyond limitations and those self-imposed boundaries. And you have the ability to choose your life on your terms. Perhaps you aren't always free to create the exact circumstances of your life, but you are certainly able to decide what meaning to give those situations, okay? Select meanings that empower you, for this is a time to break free. Hold that intent, that boundless freedom that surges through you, and it shall be, Eagle soars to great height, 10,000 feet above. So this is showing you that you need to see things from a greater perspective, okay? This is a time to express yourself. Don't hold back. Choose life on your terms. Don't be trapped by expectations of others, or, because that's not who you're meant to be here, okay? Tsunami, wake-up call. There you have it. It's a coming. This wake-up call has been coming for some time, and you've been kind of avoiding it because who wants to see it, right? You're getting that wake-up call. It could be the form of significant loss, like I see you have that emotional loss here, or dramatic life event, but typically one that, you know, definitely wasn't, you're not prepared for initially, but you might feel stunned at first, surprised by the unexpected events that are occurring. Yet you also know it's time to draw back that curtain of avoidance and denial and confront the truth that exists in the subtext of this event. You're experiencing a real life drama, so there's no need to amplify it more than it already is. Often when you look back at after something like this has passed, you can recall signs that foreshadowed it happening, okay? There might have been obvious clues that you ignored or omens that were subtle, that were easy to dismiss here as imaginings of the mind rather than the voice of your instinct. There are many, you know, anecdotes about, you know, animals purely operating on instinct, right? Picking up on clues and naturally seeking higher ground before an approaching tsunami reaches the land, right? To negotiate this wake-up call, listen closely to your instincts while at the same time seeking the higher ground of spiritual truth. That's what's going to get you through these tough times and to your future. And then you have that summer solstice, that radiance, that Leo sun energy coming through for you. Because you're on that break, it's time for you to have that energy of having, you know, that radiance within you, this inspiring inner radiance coming in you. Release your concerns about what's going to happen in the future and focus on appreciating everything that you have that is good and right now, because that's what's important, okay? Take your worries away and do something, you know, that physically active that could stimulate your inner light. Dance, sing, but most important, get outdoors. When you're in love with life, you naturally radiate that, okay? Doing this as part of your cycle and your capacity to love is greatly amplified, okay? In one of the supreme ironies of life, the more you give, the more that returns to you. It starts by allowing that radiant being that you truly are to be expressed, okay? So smile a little more. Notice the beauty of, you know, nature. See the humor in the paradoxes of life, okay? Show your love, especially with whom that you're closest to. Then smile more and watch the world light up around you, because happiness emanates from happiness. So when you express happiness, you're going to get more happiness. It's just that obvious, you know, natural law the law of effect, right? The uncharted sea, that's where you're going, Leo. You're taking a little time out. You feel like you're going out in uncharted waters here because you're following that new beginning, like I said. It's scary. Of course it is. It's uncharted weather, right? Uncharted territory. So your comfort zone is absolutely sometimes exactly that, a safe, familiar, you know, harbor you've come into yourself. You have a sense that you don't need more than what is available where you've landed. However, this isn't one of those times, right? Like that archetype of hero's journey, the universe is inviting you to step into uncharted waters. Something is stirring, adventure's kind of calling you. You're going to resist this urge because it will involve leaving your comfort zone, but embarking on this journey is essential for your well-being. Navigating this uncharted aspects of yourself means you're not going to have a map because no one else has ever been there. On this journey, you can't rely on the help that would typically expect from others that have gone before you. This is new territory, and it's yours to explore. So this is the day to dive into that novel experience and fully immerse yourself into the new. You don't know what's happening in store for you, but stay curious and refrain from judgment and the need to label stuff. Give yourself the time and freedom to be curious without those limitations and boundaries projected by your memories of expectations, okay? You are in an amazing place right now, and you will never be the same for surveying these waters. So get out there, survey them with an open mind, and what do you really have to lose, okay? Now, she who enfolds and unites sway, brace, and self-care here. So this is, even for the masculine energy, we all have that inside of you. This is a really, you know, this is that kind of energy where it's teaching you to trust and protect your layers here, which you do quite well. Don't be an open book right now. Let those who would, you know you have a challenge, okay? You're not being coy. You're being careful with your precious self. It is important to make this distinction because sometimes we open ourselves up too soon or too much, right? By discerning with how much you reveal to others is going to help you understand, and they're going to help you understand that you're not to be taken lightly. Remember, it's perfectly acceptable to hold parts of yourself back until you're ready, and to see who deserves to see all parts of your layers, okay? Your spirit animal is donkey. Keep your heart open no matter what. Archangels Mary and Gabriel. Okay, so even though you've been jaded and hurt and, taken through the trenches here, it is important, very important, that you do not allow those jaded hurts to affect you, okay? You've been through, and you're still going undergoing some sort of test or initiation, and you feel like it's very unfair, but your soul undertook it in advance so you could, advance to a higher spiritual level. These challenges are helping you to develop qualities of patience, forbearance, and courage. Stay centered and calm and keep your heart open. Use all the experiences to strengthen yourself, and you're going to move into a higher spiritual level. Then everything will feel worthwhile as you see it with enlightened eyes. When you pass an initiation, you're always rewarded, remember, so something much better is coming into your life. When you receive this energy, this is Archangels Mary and Gabriel are touching you with love and encouragement, Leo. And then we have Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix, card 24 here. So, my dear, yes, this is that true different time for you. It's just, you're going to feel like that mushroom, sort of. You might have been thinking and acting like you're the only one in the dream of your life, okay? But, the matrix of consciousness called Source, God, Spirit, and many other names, however you see fit. But this is intricately woven into life, okay? There's so much complexity that the human mind can't comprehend all the moving parts. It's impossible to see beyond what you already know, just as the head of the mushroom is clearly visible above the soil, but not the living biome below, right? The thread-like kind of, energy is not seen. Imagine that divine matrix work in the same way, okay? This is a call for faith and trust. Whatever intention you hold consistently with hope and faith first manifests into the unseen realms. Whether or not you can see it working on your behalf, eventually you're going to see the evidence play out in the serendipitous events that work in your favor, seemingly out of the law of cause and effect, okay? Your most beautiful results are being birthed right now, not just for you, but for the highest good of all. You need to start embracing that and see the wake-up call. Go through this pilgrimage of your soul, because it's leading you to a beautiful new future, Leo. Until next time, namaste.